Okay, year 8, so this week we are creating a colourful transcript on artist Tamara Phillips. Tamara Phillips, as you can see, creates these jellyfish paintings using watercolour and lots of different shapes and colour. Now, because obviously this isn't a normal situation and we're not in the classroom where we can just use watercolour, I need you to be creative with how to create the colour on these paintings. So you might have coloured pencils at home, you might have other things that you might want to use, you might have crayons lying about. Anything you can use to add colour to your drawings will be perfect. Even if you have some biro pens at home or some felt tip pens, you could use them. Any of the above would work, or you could just mix a few together. For the next little while, I'm going to be talking you through the artist itself, how to make a really good transcript, how to replicate the artist's work, and showing you some examples as well. Now on the screen you can see I've put our lesson success criteria down. I want you to look through this and decide where you want to be sitting. I'm sure most of you want to be sitting on the mastered section, so read through this and make sure you're hitting all of the targets on your success criteria. Remember that your transcript page should actually look fantastic. It should look just as good as your replication drawing. You should think about the composition and the placement of all of your work so that your page looks full. Now, to create a transcript, I need you to create either a slide or do this on paper. Obviously I need it to be colourful. I need you to put a title, Tamara Phillips, and I need you to put a few examples of her work down on this piece of paper or on this slide. So you can either get them from Google and stick them in, or drag them over to your slide. Once you've done this, I need you to actually make some comments upon these. So the comments, I don't want to be like, this work looks pretty, or this work looks good, or I like this work, or I like the colours in this work. I need you to talk about detail. So I need you to talk about the shape, the sizes, the actual use of colour. Did they blend together well? Do the colours complement each other, and why? And also, what is the artist trying to portray in this image? What is the artist trying to say? Is it trying to show off colourfulness? Is it showing off positivity? Is it showing off negativity? You can decide on this. For this section, I don't really want it to take you any more than 20 minutes. I want you to focus on replicating her work, so just make sure that this is done within about a 20-minute time range. Here's a perfect example piece of work that hit mastery. So as you can see in the corner, there's a picture of Tamara Phillips' work, and right next to it is a replication of Tamara Phillips' work. In all of the bubbles on the screen, there's little comments towards the work, and then there's even a tiny little drawing in the corner of a jellyfish and little point outs on that jellyfish. Now on the screen is an example of a secure piece of a Tamara Phillips replication. As you can see, they've used paint to create it. They've used lots of different colours, which is ideal. In your actual work, I want you to look carefully at the colour palette. Use colours that will work best for you, that will portray exactly what you want to portray. You might want it to be positive, you might want it to be negative. I want you to use colour a lot, dots, swirls, and make it look a little bit abstract. We all know what abstract means by now. Abstract just means a little bit different and a little bit more out there. I want you to use creative lines and also creative details when you're creating your piece to make it look brilliant. This piece could actually be a lot better if they'd have paid more attention to scale and a lot more attention to blending the colours correctly. So bear that in mind when you're creating your piece too. Once you've done this, please email this over to me and make sure that it's on your transcript page or your transcript slide.